Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my Watcher of Realms channel. This is the free-to-play series and we are on the Aracha account. I figured I'd log back in here and get some rewards and did my daily sign-in, so this is day 71 now. And there's a artifact material raid event happening, the Oracle's Trial. And as I looked at it, I realized I was only at stage 17 and I thought I could maybe push up to stage 18. So I'm going to turn off Power of Dominance. I did manage to do it, and I'll show you the team that I used for this. Here we have a Wrath as the lead, Abomination, Salazar, who I actually skilled him fully, almost, to get his ultimate topped up. And then Volka is in here. She's pretty well built as well, and Aracha, and they help with the DPS. And then Isolde is basically just in there for the Lord skill, and Olague is the main tank. And then I have Valk to help with DPS, and I have Liam to do some poison initially, and then I've got my Vortex. So what I realized is that my Valk is not particularly well built. The main thing I needed was to get around 40-45k HP. So if you can have fighters who have 45k HP, and in this case I've got Salazar who's got about the same, but he's also got kind of decent attack, so 20k attack, and he's decently fast. I got his speed to 329, took a second off his attack interval, and then I've got him almost fully crit capped with some crit damage. So the main thing is you have a really good damage dealer. I also gave him a Scarlet Hunt. This is upgraded to level 2, I guess, yeah. And I almost fully skilled him. The main thing was I wanted his ultimate to come up faster so I could get more damage there. And yeah, the main thing was to have a good damage dealer. Abomination really helps as well. He's pretty well built, so 110% crit rate, decent attack damage, and pretty good HP. He kind of keeps himself alive, so it doesn't need quite as much. But the reason you need around 40k, 45k HP for your damage dealers is so they can survive the boss's big hit initially. And then hopefully you take him down before he does too much else. So Aracha, not particularly well built, but she helps with the mobs. Isolde, I just gave her a lot of HP. With your tank, so someone like Olague, you really need him to have as much HP as possible. Here I've got him at 76k. Basically everything is HP on the bangle, the amulet, and the ring, and I put him in a guardian set. So yeah, he's also fully skilled, at least for his passive, the Silver Shield, and the others. So Volka, not fully leveled up, not fully promoted, but she has some decent gear on, 100% crit rate, and then again as much HP as I could give her. So I'm going to try and do this run on manual. My Liam is as fast as I could get him, so 500 speed, and then some really good rage regen in this mana set. So the others, not super well geared. Wrath needs enough damage to be able to take down the mob, so some speed, some crit rate, some crit damage, and around 10k attack. And his HP isn't great. He's also not fully awakened. So once you hit awaken level 5, this makes it a lot easier because he keeps himself alive while dealing damage. So that would be good if I could get him all skilled up or all awakened. I do have the stones for it, but I'm not really too worried. Your healer doesn't need to be super well geared. I do have him in an invigoration set, which really helps with my damage dealers. Yeah, the issue here is that he needs to be able to heal, but he doesn't really get hurt by any of the mobs, and I kind of cycle him back and forth with Liam so I can get some more damage out. So let's see if I can do this again. And I might pause while I'm doing it just to try and get people. So here's Liam. Gonna put him down to get his ultimate charging, then I'll put down Salazar. And you really just need any solid damage dealer who can put out a lot of DPS. I'll wait until Salazar starts to drop his head there and hit, then I can put my Olague down, and I need that timing to be correct so that Olague can generate his shield at the right time. So now I'll wait for my Valkyrie here, and I will not pop Salazar's ultimate until I've got bleed and decreased defense, because that's going to give me the most damage. So let's see if I can get a bleed up. I'm going to use Valk here, and there's the bleed. So I'll do that, and that was before the mobs came out, so Salazar just focused on the boss, which was good. Now I'm going to put down an Abomination here, and then hope that everyone can survive the hit. Watch this. Okay, you see the shield for Olague came up just before the boss hit, which was really good. Now I need to put in my healer. So get this guy in, Vortex, and start healing up. Okay. All right, so Valkyra pulled up Olague, which was good. And I'm gonna wait for the next big hit to come before I put in my Volka here, because I need everyone to survive. Okay, and then I'll let Salazar wait for the bleed. Okay, the bleed is not up, so I'll wait for the next big hit here. And wait for the bleed. Come on, bleed. Where's that bleed? Okay, so everyone's got good. There's the bleed. Okay, now I'll put in my Volka. And everyone has survived, and I'll put in Wrath on this side to try and get these guys down. And it looks like someone's coming in on this side, so I'm gonna try and get my other damage dealer in there on that side. Let's wait for Aracha to come up. So here she is, and she will basically keep these guys from combining. And looks like Wrath got these guys down relatively quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out my Vortex and put in my neurotoxin and try to get a bit more damage on the boss there. So Aracha is doing pretty well on this side. I've got to pop my ultimate here, and here's my ultimate with Salazar, and here's my Aracha, and the boss is down. So there we go. So it's really just a DPS race, trying to keep the mobs off the boss as much as possible. And yeah, it's really tricky. You really kind of need people like Valk, like Aracha, and Volka, who have who can put out more DPS over a longer range. And then of course you need a really good damage dealer on the ground, a really good ground unit. So I'm able to do it with these kind of stats. Salazar obviously has the best stats. And I'm not going to update this, but I will check out their damage, so you can see Salazar is doing the most damage, but right behind him is Liam. That neurotoxin really, really is good. So he's only 3-star, only promoted twice, but the main thing is he's fast and he gets his rage regen, so he can get his ultimate up pretty quick. And then everyone else essentially just keeping the mobs off of the boss. So yeah, so that's how I managed to do it. I'm now going to be able to farm level 18 exclusively. I will take a look here at my Pantheon, and you can see these are my stats. Not great, but not too bad either. So I'll probably keep working on this account off and on, and just make a video when I find something interesting that I think might help people with their progression. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.